As just a normal civilian who's been new to concealed carrying on a day-to-day basis over the last 2 years, there have been many things that I've had to learn on the fly. How to carry comfortably, what to carry, where we're even allowed to carry in this stupid state. But there is one aspect to carrying every day that I actually paid zero attention to at all that could potentially backfire in a big way. Literally. Let's get to it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you did not already know, my name's Jay Casa, and I am just a red-blooded American patriot, like many of you, living behind enemy lines, some would say, here in the great state of New Jersey. And if you get value after watching this video, please do me a favor and smash that like button down below, and also consider subscribing, because we are building a tight-knit community of like-minded individuals who are looking to fight for, protect, and defend our Second Amendment rights here in the state of New Jersey, as well as other blue states like it. Are you hearing me? California, New York, Massachusetts? So if that interests you and intrigues you, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you can stay up to date on our weekly videos. And in this video, I'm gonna go over something that I think we should all be aware of while carrying that's probably very much overlooked. That is what's called ammo setback. I'm going to go over what ammo setback is, why it happens, why we need to be particularly cognizant of it here in New Jersey, how to avoid it, and what I plan on doing going forward, because I found out that how I was handling this problem, aka ignoring it, is a huge mistake. So first, let's go over what ammo setback actually is. Ammo setback, also known as bullet setback, occurs when the bullet is pushed deeper into the case than it should be, reducing the overall length of the round. So why does this happen? Well, this typically happens due to repeated chambering of the same round in a firearm, where the bullet impacts and hits the feed ramp of the gun, causing it to compress into the case. Ammo setback is most common in carry weapons when a round is chambered multiple times without being fired, often during loading and unloading, obviously. So if you're anything like me, every morning you take out your loaded magazine, you pop it in, you rack the slide, you holster the firearm, and you're on your way. Every time you put that round into the chamber, this bullet is getting pushed in a little bit and a little bit more each time until you get to a point where the bullet is so pushed back and loose in the casing that it could be a disastrous result if you ever needed to use it. You see, when that bullet gets pushed and pushed more and more into the casing, it can and will increase the chamber pressure when the round is fired, potentially leading to malfunctions, damage to your firearm, or worse. Now, this affects us in New Jersey in particular even more than other states, because when it comes to self-defense ammo, we're actually kind of only allowed to carry a select group of carry ammo that's listed on the New Jersey State Police website. Hornady, Critical Duty, and Critical Defense are the ones most often mentioned, and what is probably most commonly carried here in the state by both civilians as well as law enforcement. By the way, I did make a video on which carry ammo we are allowed to use here in New Jersey in the past that I will link to down below in the description box, as well as up in the corner right now. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check it out. Back to the ammo setback situation, it seems like, based on my own research and experience, this Hornady, Critical Defense, and Critical Duty is much more prone to ammo setback than other self-defense ammo rounds. That being said, I actually have an update on this, and it is good news. As of June 17th, 2025, the New Jersey State Police website updated their FAQ page, frequently asked questions, on the issue. Instead of specifically mentioning brand names of carry ammo, like Hornady, they simply state this: ammunition lacking a hollow cavity at the tip, such as those with a polymer filling, are not considered to be hollow point ammunition. So as you already know, probably, is hollow point ammunition is not allowed to be used and carried in the state of New Jersey by civilians. So right there, it's basically saying that any polymer-filled round similar to this Hornady, Critical Duty, and Critical Defense can be used and carried. So how can we avoid or deal with this issue? Well, first, since we now safely can carry other polymer-filled self-defense rounds, you may just want to try another brand. I have heard Speer Gold Dot G2 is very good and do not have the same setback issues, but I have no personal experience yet with it, so your mileage may vary. Some other ways to avoid or at least deal with these setback issues are to, number one, rotate rounds in your magazine and visually inspect for signs of setback. You can use the same round a certain period of time until you see setback, then you can either throw it in a range ammo can or toss it. You could also choose to always keep your carry gun loaded. I know some people do this. This will depend on your situation at home, I think. Myself personally, with multiple kids running around, I'd rather not do that. I know we probably all have our home defense gun locked and loaded, but to me, a carry gun's different. My carry gun just moves around too much, and I don't want to make one mistake and have a loaded firearm, God forbid, where my children can reach it. That being said, I know unloading and loading my gun every day in the house is a risk in and of itself, so it's really a personal choice and a risk assessment based on your living situation. You could also carry with no round in the chamber, but please don't do that. I can make a video on why not. If you're interested, let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see that. So, what will I be doing for my carry ammo going forward? How am I gonna handle this? First, I'm gonna visually inspect my carry ammo way more closely than I was before. I'm gonna show you right now in some B-roll what I've actually been carrying around, and it is shocking. I'm honestly embarrassed to show this to you, but I felt it was necessary. Now, I will probably feed the same round into the chamber still, but then check twice a week. And once I see any setback at all, it's either going in a range ammo can or the garbage, depending on how it looks. Now, some people say it can actually blow up your firearm if you shot one of these rounds. I'm thinking with all the people that carry every day, if it was a major concern or problem like this to the point where these rounds shouldn't even be shot at all, even at a range, I feel like we'd hear more stories about it. But that being said, if it's real bad, I'm just chucking it. Like anything else in life, you need to look at it as a cost-benefit analysis, right? So I know carry ammo is expensive compared to, your standard kind of full metal jacket rounds, but what is it, $1 a round? It's not worth ruining your gun for or worse. So while I start dwindling down on my stock or my inventory of Hornady carry ammo, both critical duty and critical defense, I'm gonna pick up other carry ammo that I mentioned before that is legal in New Jersey, starting with that Speer Gold Dot G2. Don't get me wrong, ammo setback is not just a problem with Hornady, it's with all brands of ammo, but it seems like Hornady is worse than others and Speer is not as bad, based on the feedback that I've seen anyways. I'll try it out and report it back to you guys. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Have you been carrying with Hornady Critical Duty and Critical Defense, and have you had ammo setback issues? And if so, how are you handling it? Or do you carry a different ammo altogether? Let me know in that comment section down below. I feel like this is a good topic to help each other with, to see what everyone is carrying around and dealing with, how we're dealing with this issue, as most of us have never carried before 2 or 3 years ago. And, it's a learning process, me included. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, as always, and I will see you next time.